Hi everyone, this is Arlene. So in a couple of weeks I am going on a retreat with 5 other wonderful women for a few days. It's a scrapbook retreat, and we've been planning this actually since last year, and we were trying to think of ways that we could make it a little bit easier for us to be a little bit better organized right before we leave instead of trying to cram it all into, say, the weekend before. So about 6 weeks ago, since we have 2 more weekends left, and I broke it up of what we needed to, I thought we needed to do, what would help me the best. And from the years that I've gone to crops and retreats, I wanted to help everybody just get a little bit better organized for going to the retreat. So I know when I go on a retreat or a crop even, or even when I'm here in my home scrapbooking, which doesn't happen very often, I like to just be, the better prepared I am, the less I have to take. Really, it seems the easier it goes for me and the more actually that I can get done. So this is just an idea of what I do, and I wanted to share it with my scrapping gals. They were interested in seeing how I do this. So what I start out with are pictures. So 6 weeks ago I started telling everybody, get your pictures ready, find them where they are at on your computer. If they're on the phone, get them uploaded. Start working on that. We just started in small increments, just weekly homework, they called it. So here's a sampling of what I've done. What I do is once I have the pictures, and I work in a chronological order. Just that's because how I've always done it. So that's what I'm used to. This right here represents a 2-page layout. So this is going in chronological order because that's what I do. I know there's lots of other ways out there, but this is just what I do for myself. And so I take a look at these pictures. These are all broken up into, I actually divide the pictures into what I'm going to use for a 2-page layout. And I'll insert a picture here of how the process that I use. I actually get a whole table. My table is cleared, and my kitchen dining room table is cleared, and I just go around the table. So this would be, I number them. So this one actually happens to be 8 because I've already done 1 through 7 at a crop last weekend. So this is number 8. I've got this going here. So I pick the pictures out first. This is what I have. And then I look to see what colors I like, what colors I'm going to use. My backgrounds are typically white, and so I know that I'm working with a white background, so I'm just going to be adding color to it. I'm a fairly simple scrapbooker. I like to get the pictures down on the page with a few embellishments and then call it good. So you see here my son has got this kind of a blue color of shirt, and mostly blue in there. So I wanted to bring out some of that, some of the picture quality. It looks a little bit more blue, and this looks a little bit more green. So I went into my stash and I found some paper that actually will go with that. And I actually found 2 different colors of blue, and I'm going to pack them both because I'm not quite sure which ones I'm going to, actually 3. I'm just not sure which ones I'm going to use yet, but I know it's kind of sort of what I'll use. Okay, and then you can see here from some pictures in here too, there's a little splash of red throughout some of these pictures, and this is what I decided that I wanted to bring out as well because that will go well with the blue. So I just grabbed just 1 sheet of a cardstock of red as well. Okay, and then right in here, I'll bring these out over here. So I've basically got enough paper, really. Like I said, I'm a simple scrapbooker. You can always use some pattern paper if you want to as well. Then I thought I'm just going to bring out some embellishments. These are going to be fairly easy embellishments. They're not, like I said, nothing fancy. I actually printed this out. I think this was already printed out. I just found it in my stash. I use a scrap rack to organize my embellishments, and so this was in the summer, I believe. I had put this in the summer. So you see how this has the red and the blue, and this also is where I pulled the red and the blue from, so it will coordinate with that. The orange and the yellow also coordinates with some of these, with the colors here too as well. And I looked in my blue section in my scrap rack and I found these. I really want to use these too as well. These are something I've had in my stash for quite a while, so I'll be glad to use it. I'm just going to take the whole sheet of it. You know, I know that I could possibly use it in something else, or there's friends, if they want to use it, I will be happy to let them have these. So, picture placement. That's what is next here. Again, as I mentioned in previous videos, I like to put it actually on my phone, and this is how I use my sketch. I used to use a piece of paper and sketch it all out. Now I just kind of place where I want the pictures to go. This is where it's going to go. So I know that when I get down, when I'm at the crop, I'm sitting down, I have my layout kit that's ready. This is a simpler layout kit, but it will get the job done. If I don't have enough time by chance between now and retreat to add more to it. And then I know where my pictures are going to go, which is nice. So I can just take the picture on my phone, right on my phone, and I can lay the pictures where they are going to go. And now I've also weeded out some of these pictures beforehand too. You know how sometimes when you get a lot of pictures, you just can't narrow them down. Even if they're digital, it's hard. You want to order them all. And so lots of times I have too many pictures, then I'm going to scrapbook. So I think, let's face it, we all do. So I just kind of lay them down like this. You know, I'll have room for my title on the left side of the page. And then that's all I do. You see it's ready to go. I can trim it up a little bit if I want to. But I know that I basically got enough for 2 pages right here. So then all I do is I put the pages, I will layer that up. Typically they're on the top. My pictures are on the top, my paper embellishments go underneath it. And then if I was starting, you know, at the beginning, it would be number 1. I just take a scratch piece of paper. And like I said, I've already done 1 through 7 at the crop last weekend. So this is actually number 8. And then I have these are Ziploc bags. You can get them at the dollar store. You could order them. I think Close to My Heart has them as well. There is somewhere on Amazon that you can order as well, too. I just reuse these. Slip this in like this, and I seal it up. And then you've got 2 pages of that right there, ready to go, which is really nice. Okay, and here is another set of pictures that I have. These are just some groupings here. And this is, like I said, I do in chronological order, so I think this might be July, this may be August. But I have it all written down somewhere. So it's July or August. So I will, you know, have a title and I will get that. That's what's fun to do, are these fun extra embellishments when you're at the crop. We set up our Cricut, our silhouette, and then we have time to go, what do I want for my title? You know, rather than taking a long time for the title, plus trying to figure out how you're going to lay out your pictures. So these are the pictures, and then the paper that I picked out for this one, and this is kind of just how a process that I use. I tend to be partial to this color, can you tell? And my son likes to wear this color too. So again, I've got this color here. It's kind of an aqua teal color. And then I have the orange, which I really like. I like the way the 2 of these go together. And it's going to bring out some of the oranges in the pictures themselves. I pulled this bright green. I think it's a little bit too bright, but you never know, and one sheet is not going to take up a lot of space, so I decided to keep it in there. And then I found this piece of pattern paper that I really like. It's double-sided. It is it's Close to My Heart pattern paper, and I like how that goes with this aqua color, so I probably will end up using those. But you never know, I may decide to use this color to cut out something. It goes well with the cups here at Yogurt Beach and his shirt too as well. So haven't decided yet. Again, 1 piece of paper is not going to take up too much space. We've got the pictures up here. And then I've got my embellishments that just fell into the garbage, but we grabbed them. So again, I'm using my scrap rack, there we go. I went into the green section because I thought, well, if I use this green or the green from Yogurt Beach, I like that. So this can pull out some of that green. I've got some orange here. I think there's a lot of orange. It may or may not go with it because I'm using a different color of kind of a coral salmon-y. So I'm not sure about that yet, but I'm going to leave it in there. And then I also have this set of buttons, and this is an older set, but it's got this kind of green teal going on, and there's some others too as well. So I thought I would just bring that too. That is got a little bit more into it. It's got some pattern paper, a little bit more embellishments, but again, it's still fairly, like, really simple. I try to be organized in this way so that I can't have the time, but believe me, when I scrapbook in my craft room, it is not organized, which is probably why I do most of my scrapbooking at retreats and crops. Because if I have too much around, I just get too overwhelmed, so I end up going in circles. Okay, so there we have it. That is your next page layout. Put that in there, and then I've got number 9. It goes right in there like that. You seal it up. That goes next. All right, one more here to show you. This is all from my stash too. This is number 10. These are pictures, and I think this is August. Like I said, I'll find out. I've got it in order here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's August. So we've got some pictures here going on. Again, that teal aqua color is popping up all over the place, but it's also, you can tell these are summer pictures. They're fun. I'm going to use this, I believe, was from a kit close to my heart. What does it say? Chalk it up. So it's double-sided. But I know that I'm going to use it. I know that they can work for these pictures. So I just kind of took most everything that I could in this kit, if it fit. And I'm going, it's been sitting here for I don't know how long. So actually what I'm doing, I'm just going to make myself use it. Say, yes, you can use it. So I have a kit here, and I'm going to take embellishments here from it, and I put these pictures to go with it, as well as some ribbon. And again, I'm not sure, I kind of threw that in there. But you know what? That's the fun of these. If you're not sure, and then when you're there, you have time to think, where would this go? Oh, this will go with black. This may go with this. You may find this can go on another layout that you had no idea. I also have a stamp set in here. It was for this kit. Chalk it up. So again, but it's nice. Life is good. This is great to use for fun pictures like this. And again, so I just am going to put that directly into the baggie. Number 10, call it good. I'm hoping, really hoping to get some time to journal while I'm there. That's probably what I really need to work on the most as far as scrapbooking goes. So, and then here we go. Here's pictures that were in here that I've laid out ahead of time. And then I just play while I'm there. But that's all you do. Again, I do an assembly line. When I start, I have probably maybe 12 sections that I've sectioned off with plastic dividers, and I will show that. I will insert pictures throughout the video here of that. And then I just lay each section that is divided, I start out with the pictures first. Pictures, and then I just divide them all the way, 1 through 12 or 15, however many plastic dividers I have. And then I go from there, picking the paper out and the embellishments, ribbon, stamps if necessary, pattern paper. And that's about it. It sounds easy, and it is easy. It's just, it does take time. So try to plan ahead and do a little bit every either weekend if you can, squeeze it in, or spend 10 or 15 minutes in the evening getting your pictures ready, and order the pictures that you're going to use and have them ready so you're not scrambling last minute. And that about wraps it up for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.